Wednesday, yeah, feeling that way. Time for gold fever, let's seize the day. Gather round, friends, let's laugh and play. With Robert and Steve, we're lighting the way. Hey there, everyone, you're part of the crew. And if you love gold, then this show's for you. Gold Fever Radio, we're live once more. Hump Day is here, let's settle the score. Raise up your drinks, let's give a big cheer to friendship and gold. We're all gathered here. Josh, Clay, and Kimberly, all on the line. Julianne and Lisa, let's have a good time. Jack's got the scoop, spinning tales that shine. From treasures unchecked, we're breaking the grind. Metal detectors ready, let's dig in the ground. Gold Fever Radio, the best friends alive. Gold Fever Radio, we'll live once more. Hump Day is here, let's settle the score. Raise up your drinks, let's give a big cheer to friendship and gold. We're all gathered here.
Hee-haw! It's Wednesday once again, Gold Fever Radio.
That's us.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Are you all right?
Yeah.
You're coughing. You know, coughing is hereditary. Did you know that?
It's hereditary.
Yeah, it's kind of like diarrhea. It's hereditary. It's in your genes. Okay, let's see. What is the day? Wednesday.
Today is April.
Hey, you know
1st.
what?
What?
Oh, we forgot. We sold the radio station, and we're moving to Hawaii.
Yeah.
The new owners are Juan and Sally. Is that who the new owners are?
You wanted Sally.
Juan and Sally. They'll be broadcasting next week. And if you believe that, okay. Anyway, yeah, it is April Fool.
April Fool's.
Let's see who's in here. Paul, Robert. My mouse is acting up. Dougie Bones. Dougie Bones. Look at that. He can see.
Josh.
Uh,
Steve
Josh.
Collier.
Corona time. BMW time. We saw you BMW yesterday or the day before, huh?
It was yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
No, it was Monday.
I'm gonna take a picture and send it to
No, it was yesterday.
send it to Roberts.
It was yesterday.
Man,
No, it
that
Monday.
was a big BMW too.
Mm.
Let's see. Oops.
Roland.
Rolling.
Mark.
Okay, Wind Rider.
That's Mark.
Oh, that's Mark. Okay. Anyways.
And
oops.
Jay.
Jay Bolfer. Hello. Welcome, guys. Cheers, everybody. Wednesday once again.
Yes, it is.
You got your drink? I got my drink.
I have my drink.
Yeah. So what have you been doing? Hey Jay, are you still 3D printing?
Howdy Billy Z. SEAL Team 5.
Hey Jack, what is your personal opinion? And I know you said this in videos before, but I want to hear it on your radio channel. What dry washer is the best dry washer in your opinion?
He must have known that I have a question like that.
Oh, you got a question for that?
I
Cool.
do. My question for you was puffer or the motor.
Oh,
What is that?
so I'm still 3D printing. Here's my latest, Roland. Look at, check these out. Pretty cool, huh? You know what these are? They're rally caps, huh? They're beer things. You know, you put them on your drinks. See, keep the bugs out of your drinks. You know that?
Oh, Jay sold both printers.
Pretty cool, eh?
Very cool.
I got them in all different colors and stuff too. Anyways, getting ready for the next show. Sold both printers. Wow.
Okay.
So what are you doing now, Jay? I pulled out yellow a couple days ago, looking at what I got to do to replumb that thing so I can get that back in operation and utilize that. I got new wheels for that. What?
Answer Mr. King.
Who?
Answer him. He asked you a question. What dry washer is the best dry washer in your opinion?
In my opinion, the best dry washer out there depends if you like a puffer or if you like a radial fan constant air. If you like the constant air type, I would say probably the Keen 140 is the best one. And if you like the puffer style, I would probably say, if you can still find it anymore, would be the Thompson puffer dry washer. Thompson don't make them anymore, but if you find a Thompson, that's an awesome puffer dry washer. And what did you say about questions on dry washing?
I have,
That
that
was your question.
that was kind of my question, yeah, but that's okay.
What was your question?
That my question, which do you think is better, the puffer or the blower?
Oh, well, that kind of falls in the same line, huh?
That's what I said.
Oh,
Hello.
imagine that. Well, a puffer is less it's more quieter. A puffer doesn't use a gas, generally a gas motor like a leaf blower that your constant air has to use. Puffer runs on 12-volt battery mostly. I think a puffer has to be more dry, and the dirt has to be more dry. And I don't know if you get quite as good as gold recovery with the puffer. And the reason I say all of that is because a puffer dry washer has more of an angle on it to help move that material down the line. A steeper angle it has to have on that to puff that the next step down. So it's not in the constant airflow, where constant airflow will keep all the material in suspension. And I think that'll help settle the gold a little bit better. You could get into, there's a few different dry washers. Royals makes a dry washer, Keen makes a dry washer. Uh, I think there are some couple other people here or there, but the uh, the 140. Reason I say that is simple. It's just a simple dry washer. Uh, you know, they use the Keen has both your regular riffles and Hungarian style riffles in there. It's a tray you pull out. It's a plastic box, vibrostatic. It can have in there. Some of the other ones like Royal, you got to lift the thing up. I don't think the riffles are quite as aggressive. They're not a Hungarian style. Dead air spaces. And then it's just all the little Mickey Mouse things. You know, Keen, the newer ones have pins sticking all over them and different things. It's just more things to go wrong and have to adjust and play with. So just the 140 is just a simple ass dry washer. Okay.
So he thought you were going to say, do you want to sell yours?
Oh, Darren King.
Darren,
Darren King says the 140 S. See, the S
Yeah.
is okay, but the S has bumpers on it. It has two carpets and it has all them pins. So that's why the two carpet thing, I'm not a fan on that. That's why I really don't like the S. I like the original 140. That was a decent dry washer.
Roland says the 151S.
Yeah, that's because that's what he uses.
And Doggy Bone says static dry washer is the best. And Jay says the puffer runs slow. And we can say hello to Julianne and to Pennsylvania Patriot Prospecting Scuba Man.
Oh, that's the difference. So yeah, puffers do run a little slower. So anyways, I like to use. I have a puffer style that I use. I had a Thompson, but it fell apart on me. But if I go out, I take the Thompson, or I don't have the 140 anymore, so I take the 150. The 150 is basically, the 150 is a good dry washer too, but the problem with the bigger dry washers is you've got that motor. It don't matter if it's a 20 horsepower or 50 horsepower or 2 horsepower, whatever they got. It only puts so much blower space into that box, and that's a big box for that dry washer. And so if that box fills up with black sands or heavies, it's just like it doesn't have enough power to push that and shake that. And that's probably one of the downfalls of the bigger dry washer. I've known some people actually kill some of the riffles in there, like they may put tape or something over like one of the bottom riffles or something, which is basically defeating a dry washer. But that's just to force more air into the other pockets rather than there.
Kathy Corder, how you feeling?
Long time no see. Have you seen the guy who attached the shop vac to his swoosh? I'm not sure. Well, if there's different ways. There used to be a machine called Easy Pickings, If you ever can find one of them or Google one of them, they used I forget the little motor, little 2 cycle motor that they used to use on them, but Subaru motor. Anyways, but that was a vacuum that would suck up and go into a box and then fall down onto the dry washer, and it shook. But that was called Easy Pickens, and they were out in the early '90s. I think he died in the early '90s. I think he was in Chandler, Arizona. But that was a. I used to have some of those machines, Easy Pickens, and I sold them. Uh, But so there are concept. The concept of the vacuuming going directly to the dry washer, you have to limit or see how much you can't just have it dumping onto the dry washer, and that's sometimes with the vacuum you're just going to get that constant dirt flowing in there, and it may overload it. So you have to have a way to regulate it. And on that Easy Pickens, they used to have a pendulum or a baffles in there that would open and close in a ping or a golf ball that would go back and forth, and so that would allow the dirt to flow through, so it wasn't all at once. Darren King, I'll send you the link. What's that? He used plexiglass and used air instead of water on his sluice box. Okay. Uh, Now I know even on the 140 dry washer, I used to put plexiglass, or I have put plexiglass over the riffles, and I did that to. This was clear back in the '90s and all that, but to keep the dirt on that tray rather than flying out, and it helped keep the dust down too on the bottom part, not on the top pieces, but on the bottom part. And I know Master J, he used to do some designing. I think he designed a puffer style dry washer and other style dry washers. I still got some of them I got to put together one day. Believe that, Jay? At the last Gold Show, I sold two of the recirculators, the small recirculators, and I still got one more that I have to put pieces together for parts. And I think I got three of the small dry washers and three of the large dry washers. My problem is the legs, having to weld the legs and stuff like that there. For a first time, or like me for a dry washer, what would I go with? Well, if you can find yeah, no shit. If you can find a Thompson, I'd go with the Thompson dry washer for a puffer, or just get a used 140. That's what I would get. I think your phone's ringing. Jack, you have a vacuum tube riffle box, the Gold Duster. Oh, I had that. I sold that. That was called, I forget what that was called. Yes, that was a little box that kind of a vacuum that went into the box that went into your vacuum. But yeah, it wasn't called, I forget what that was called. But yes, I did have one of them and I sold that. Most gold in Arizona is mostly associated with iron and has particulate matter on the gold. Darren, are you guys going to do your raffles again this summer? 140-degree starter. I need a small river sluice. I got rid of everything I had. Uh, I got a little river sluice, Jay. You should have it. It's just sitting out back right there. And you remember? Oh, at the Gold Show, I did sell. We made a whole bunch of those little dinky, small little uh, sluice boxes, I guess you'd call them. They were only like about 4 inches wide and about 2 feet long. But so yeah, I went through old storage stuff and was pulling stuff out and took stuff out to the last Gold Show and just got rid of a bunch of stuff.
He means the wheel. Are we going to do a wheel?
Got to have stuff to do a wheel. I'll be in Arizona at the end of April. Awesome. Come on by, Jay. I'll have a sluice box for you. Perfect. Perfect, Jay. I'll have a sluice box. I'll set a sluice box aside for you. It's got your name on it.
Yeah, he's in town. I won't be, but he will.
Yes, I'll be in town. I will be.
Somebody's
Yeah,
gotta
let me
take
know
care
when
of
you're
the
coming. I'll
kids.
make sure that I'm here, not out and about.
You can't be out and about. You got doggies to take care
Well,
of.
I can go out for a little bit. It's
No,
not.
Jay's coming. You can't.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
got to be here all the time.
Okay. Uh, let's waffle the 190, Jack. What 190? We don't have a
Where's
190.
our 190?
Roland's got a big 190.
Maltese cross. Ooh, I like a Maltese cross.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Hello. Yeah, bring it on down there, Roland. Let's do something with it. Uh, I've got your other dry washer and motor here. We got rain last night, yesterday. You know that?
We did.
So
We did.
we did. So, anyways, so I had a question for you.
Oh,
For all the people out there, Gold Wheel, a few of them guitars.
huh.
Yeah, I don't think we could raise enough money for a few of the guitars, but I was going to go buy me one yesterday. I saw another one. I thought about go buying, but I didn't.
Had a
It rained
good
last
thing
night.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it takes money. But on guest, do people like the guest? You think
Oh,
having a guest on the show?
versus just me and you yabbering.
Yeah. Shield Team 5, what do you think of the dustless dry washers? What are the pros and cons to those versus other ones? Uh, well, here's the truth about dustless dry washers. So I remember back in probably sometime in the earlier 2000s, I used to have a friend that lived in this development or this community, and the neighbors always bitched at him for running his dry washer because it created dust all over and they didn't like it. So he would take a sheet and he wrapped it all the way around his dry washer to keep the dust inside. So actually, I think he actually created the very first dustless dry washer. And he did that so the neighbors wouldn't complain about him running dust or getting dust all over the place. The people I know, I've known two people. I can give you two instances. I know people that's had the smaller one, the 160, and they didn't like it because it was losing gold. And so, in talking to them, the thing of those dry washers, you have to lift the front end up a couple inches. I know somebody that had one, and we went out to Havasu one time, and he told me that he just bought this 190 dry washer, and he didn't like it because it wasn't capturing any gold, and he wanted to sell it. So I said, "Oh, I'll buy it." He said, "I'll give you a handsome deal on it." I said, "Okay, cool." So I was dry washing, he was dry washing, and I walked over to him and I said, "Well, one thing, you're running this wrong." And so I helped him set it up more properly. Then afterwards, he was finding decent gold in it, and of course, he didn't want to sell it then. So, but that's the problems with them. They have a very steep angled box inside of them. The box isn't very long, so your riffle trays are kind of short, and you got to really lift that front end up to maybe kind of bring that a little more flatter. Other than that, they just help keep the dust inside. And they're heavy, they're boxier, they got rubber bands on them you got to have on them, and the rubber bands get screwed up in the summertime and deteriorate. And again, a lot of things that can go wrong and a lot of moving parts. I like dry washers without a lot of moving parts. There's Judy.
Hi, Judy. I haven't seen
So
Judy in a
that's
while.
my feelings on them. But other people, you should have Shrek on again. We should have Shrek on again. Uh, people have different opinions on dry washers. I've used them all. I remember I used to, one time I had probably over 20 dry washers.
You did a video once 1,000 years ago that had all the dry washers lined up like soldiers.
I did. I used to have a lot of dry washers. Gold Buddy has a dry washer out. And Gold Buddy, there's another one. They've got a dry washer. The original Gold Buddies were okay machines. They weren't bad. They still had kind of the same concept as the Royals and all them other ones where you had to lift your tray up to get your material out, and it had the matting underneath there, your cloth. But they weren't bad, the original ones, and they sold out. And then that guy that bought them made changes to them, and I didn't like some of the changes they made to them. So I'm not a big fan of the Gold Buddies. And also you had the not Gold King. Well, Gold King made some dry washers too. I don't think they're in existence anymore. Gold King,
No.
but the Gold Duster, he had some out too, and it was basically the same concepts. He used to use a skateboard bearing in his, and so and his theory was you could replace the bearings real easy. But those always were going bad all the time, and so you always had to keep replacing them.
The kicking donkey as well. Remember the kicking
I
donkey?
do. The kick, he did make some. That was Travis
That was Travis.
that made some of those. He was in Surprise. He didn't make a whole lot of, but he did make a
No.
few of them. Uh, and then you had another one that was made in California. It was an oblong, and it was kind of in a box type thing. That was the printer shutting off.
Okay, so
Let's see. So what's that? Hey, Lisa, I used to get
we haven't done a wheel in a while, Darren, but when we do our next one, you will be notified in the same way as always. But we haven't done one in a while.
No, because we don't have nothing to put in the wheel, you know. I mean, I've got gold backs and I've got one piece of gold.
Yeah. No,
I got to get out and find some gold.
I know that.
Maybe if I go find some gold.
Maltese Cross says you should get Nathan Wood. He's finding tons of nuggets.
Nathan Wood. That's Nathan Wood, right?
That's Nathan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nathan. If Nathan is somewhere in here, I need that paperwork back.
Oh yeah,
please.
Nathan, you got. He's on a claim where we're at, and he's a signer on one of the claims that we have up in Meadview, and they are
that
finding
is him.
gold. Where?
Maltese Cross is Nathan.
Oh, okay. Well, Nathan,
Please send back your paperwork.
we haven't got your paperwork back yet.
Hello, Janan.
I just sent it this morning.
Okay.
Okay. My grandkids love it.
Oh, the wheel, yeah. Well, that's
Okay.
fun. I won a drone last time. That's when we had all those.
Oh,
Those
that's
things.
right. All the stuff. Yeah, we gave
Well,
away
I
drones
got
and
all flashlights.
gave away drones and what
Rocky
else?
Mountain
We did give
Prospector.
away a lot of stuff. That's
Did.
Brad.
Yeah.
Also, the other thing we wanted to talk about was the Alaska thing. You know, they gave us 2 weeks that we could go to Alaska, middle of July for 1 week, and then the end of July was the other week. So we had 2 weeks. And to this date, only 2 people have signed up for that. So, you know, our feelings are they held back 20 spots for us. And if
Right.
we can't fill these
Yeah.
spots,
Yeah.
then we want to give them up.
Yeah.
So if anybody who does want to go to Alaska or planning on going to Alaska, would like to go to Alaska or want more information, we need to know soon as possible or ASAP, because our thoughts are if we can't, you know, want to fill these weeks, we want to let them know that we're going to give those weeks up and give them to somebody else. It was $2,600 a week to go. That included your lodging and your food. You'd still have to get your transportation to Nome, which generally you fly into like Anchorage and then from Anchorage over. So if you wanted to go, yes, where do we get details about Alaska? You can talk to Lisa. What number should they call?
928-231-7548. That's me.
So we're not going until July of 2007. So you have an entire year for just a $500 deposit. You could put a deposit down and pay it off over the whole year. So you would have a whole year to worry about paying it. If you go, you could actually, the amount of gold that I found last year, or when I went in 2020, something like that.
The COVID year.
COVID. So I probably paid for my trip just with the gold that I found. And if you go there with that, I was there for 2 weeks and I sent back home 45 pounds of salmon. So you can go fishing if you want to. They take you out on the boats, stuff like that, if you rather fish, or if you rather just do gold. This time I'll spend more time just hunting for gold, I think, and less time fishing. But it is a lot of fun. They do have a lot of good gold there. They got a lot of claims around that area, and they want to help you find gold. And there's some people that find, I've seen ounce nuggets and bigger coming out from that area. So it is a cool spot. But anyway, if you're interested in wanting to go or want more information, you need to let us know ASAP, or we're going to cancel the thing.
And give them back the weeks.
Yeah.
Because this is it's a discounted group rate as well. So, you know, you can pay it off. They require a $500 deposit, and then you can pay it off until next year, till it's time to go.
Yeah, because anyways, it's a good thing. No, Lisa's not going. Lisa's not into that. Jamie,
Jamie Spinner, loneliest place in Louisiana by yourself.
By yourself.
That's what April Fools. Ha ha ha.
Timothy Pinkerton. I use a Whippet dry washer. Oh, I've seen them before. The Whippet dry washer, and also an all yellow made by Frank C. and Kingman. Both have done well. I've got a puffer style that I forget the guy that made them actually. Remember? He's a Mojave prospector. Steve knows him.
Name.
Yeah, Steve knows his name. I got one of his. Actually, I was just using it yesterday or the day before. He makes good dry wash. He doesn't sell them though. But I do remember the Whippet. Those are hard to get or hard to find. I don't even know if they make them anymore. But that was kind of a unique dry washer. No, Lisa's not going.
Adventure prospecting. Hello, Bill.
Bill. That you know what? Yes, you're right. His name is Bill. Now that you say it. Bill. They call me Bill.
Oh,
Won't you marry me, Bill?
Yeah. No, I like that song.
Anyway, so that's that scoop. Okay. So if you want to go to Alaska and you want more information, call Lisa.
Call Lisa.
Get the details on it.
She'll give you details.
And then we'll go from there.
She's very good that way.
That's right. And I don't know. Was you wanting to go, Roland?
Roland Candy's going to Hawaii.
What? Is that what he said?
That's what he said. He wants to go in 2028 because they made. I don't know why you'd want to go to Hawaii in July. You go to Hawaii when it's cold out, not when it's hot out.
Yeah, you're gonna be in humidity and dying.
Yeah, it's always windy in Hawaii. Did gold go back up yet?
No. Should we give current gold prices?
Yeah, go ahead.
Gold started to go back up a little bit, but not as much as it should. Current gold prices, as we speak right now, all precious metals are up. Gold right now, asking price is $47.95. $4,795. That's still way down from the over 5,000.
Yeah.
Silver was over 100 at 75.85.
Okay.
Platinum's 1979. Your favorite's 10,300. That went down too.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Crude oil's down too, $98 a barrel.
So, Roland, if you're going in February, what does that have to do with July in Nome? I don't understand. How do I get the information? Call me, SEAL team. Call me, and I will give you the information on Alaska.
928-231.
7548.
Yes, there you go.
Don't call me now because I'm on the show, but you can call me after.
Because we are live. It's not pre-recorded. Okay.
So
I think Christina shit a large turd on.
That's the rocket that went off today.
What?
There's a rocket that went off today. They did it live and they asked them questions about food and going to the bathroom.
What rocket went off?
The Artemis rocket.
What Artemis rocket?
Where have you been today?
I've been
working on the railroad.
Oh, well.
How about the Mine Lab toilet seat detector?
I don't have one, and I probably wouldn't use one.
Well, you'd use it, but you wouldn't buy one.
No, I wouldn't buy one. But if anybody wants one, we'll sell them one. We'll sell them one. We'll even give you a good deal on one.
That we can do.
We'll give you a good deal if anybody wants to buy one of them things. Give us a call because we are Mine Lab dealers. My feelings are if you're going to spend $12,000 on a detector to go deeper, basically, why not just spend even $1,000 and get a gigantic coral and put it on the machine you already got if you want depth?
There are only 10,000 in the USA. You got a fast 10,000 that you can spring for one?
Well, that's only the single coral, though.
Yeah.
If you want all three corals, it's 12,000. But if you just want the single, then yes, it's 10,000. And we'll work your deal out on that. So, Roland, give us a call and we'll hook you up. You can be one of the very first ones to have one of them detectors. So we'll take care of you. Oh, yeah, you can't afford it. You can, too. Mr. goes on a cruise every other week.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways.
All right. So,
I'd rather go to Alaska than go on a cruise. A cruise ain't going to pay you back. Getting gold in Alaska. How many times do you get to go to Alaska and metal detect and stuff? Anyways, okay.
All right. So,
what else is going on?
Well, I will tell you.
Okay, tell me.
That this day in history is fascinating stuff happened on April Fool's Day. In 1778, a New Orleans businessman named Oliver Pollock created the dollar sign symbol.
Bye-bye kids and grandkids college fund. Yeah.
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 Okay. So, did you hear me?
Yeah.
He created the dollar sign symbol.
Okay.
Dollar sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
how
think-
can I create some symbol?
Just like Prince did, change his name to a symbol. In 1866, the United States Congress rejects the presidential veto giving equal rights to all.
Okay.
In 1905, the SOS was first adopted as a Morse distress signal. You know what the SOS is? It's that's 3, 3, and 3.
It's dot dot dash dash
It's
dot
dot,
dot
dot,
dot dash
Dot,
dash.
dash, 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 dot, dot.
You have to know that to get it operated.
Okay, in 1950.
Will you be doing a in-depth review on that new GPC? So go get it. I will not. I didn't get me one. Somebody would give me one, I would, but I don't have one of them machines. You know, here's the sad thing, and I'll be the first one to tell you. You're going to see nuggets popping up. People are going to start showing you nuggets with that new machine. But the sad thing is, they're dealers that are showing you that, and that's a sad thing. A dealer will go out there and show you the pieces of gold they're finding, and then turn around and want to sell you one. Duh. You know what I mean? Anyways, I have a hard time with that because I'd like to really see honest reviews and not from people that want to sell them, you know, because that's the sad thing.
Uh-huh.
They're not giving you the. Anyways, okay, we won't get into all that because I am a Mind Lab dealer. So,
Mr.
but
Mindlab.
I'll still tell you. Anyways, okay.
See, that's why you want to see an honest review. That
Yes, as soon as you purchase one gold.
Yes, gold and buy
Gold,
one.
get it. Gold.
That's gold. No, he's fighting to gold getter.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if you purchase it, I'll use it and then I'll send it to you. I don't even know if I'd want to use one of them. You know, you can tell by the coral on that. You can just see by rubbing that on the ground, it's going to capture every twig, every bush, every rock. So until they put a skid plate and then close that bottom, that's going to have problems already. And again, that's one of the downfalls on it. And apparently you got to have wired headphones from what I've seen on them too, because they're stereo things. So you got to have some type of wire headphones, and I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that they're rolling and already finding gold. Duh. Yeah. I wanted to make a comment, but I didn't.
No,
I didn't because I'm Mr. Nice Guy.
You are Mr. Nice Guy. I heard that. So did you know that 20 years ago today, gas was between $2.74 and $2.78 a gallon?
20 years ago?
20 years ago.
Well, it was almost that
2006.
a few months ago,
That's
wasn't
what
it?
it was 20 years ago.
Wow.
Stamps were 39 cents.
20 years ago, stamps were only 39 cents.
39 cents.
Now, what are they now? $6?
Something like that. Until May 2007 when the Forever Stamps came into being.
Oh.
And then the number one song was Bad Day by Daniel Powder. You
Who?
had a bad day. Daniel Powder.
Not Elvis Presley or the Beatles?
In 2006, no, neither. No. There was no Elvis Presley.
The Rolling Stones?
No.
No?
No, Daniel Powder.
Wow.
You
I
had a bad day.
never heard of him.
Yeah.
How weird. Okay.
Today is also National Walking Day.
Did you walk today?
Did you see me walk?
I would have walked if you would have told me it was National Walking Day.
58 cents for stamps now. How much is the Alaska trip and how many days? The Alaska trip is you have your choice of 2 weeks, July 16th through the 23rd or the 23rd through the 30th, or you can do both weeks. 1 week is $2,600. If you chose to go both weeks, the second week is $2,500. They give you another little bit of a discount.
Right, so you can do the first week or the second week. $500 down, pay it off in 2027. So you have a whole year to plan on that.
Over a year. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
And that'll be our group. So, you know, our group is our people together where we kind of help each other. We go out to and I've already been there, so I can go show you where some of the cool nugget patches are. And they do set up high bankers right there on a pond, and they bring dirt to you, so you can, if you wanted to, you can just run high bankers all day long.
AKAU. It's
Yes,
going up to AKAU.
yes, it is AKU. And just on the high bankers, you can get a lot of gold on the high bankers. Uh, I mean, I did. I don't know how many ounces. I probably at least got a couple ounces or more gold when I went up there last time. So $5,000 an ounce almost. You know, I mean, you find 1 ounce of gold, a half ounce of gold, you pay for your trip. So it's easy to do.
78 cents for stamps now? Seriously? That's why you buy those forever stamps back in 2007 when it was 39 cents.
Do you still have some of them?
Forever stamps, that's all you get now is forever
But
stamps.
back in those 2007, did you buy some?
Do you know what? I don't know. We just talked about where we were in 2006, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Duh.
Duh.
Duh. It's
I
also
get stamps for
Trombone
free.
Players
I'm
Day.
a dumpster diver and find forever stamps all the time. Not many, but all the time, one here and there.
Well, that's the way to save money.
Well, sometimes on envelopes they don't
cancel.
they don't cancel it. So you know you can mail a pack anything you want for free. Did you know that? You can. You don't have to pay to mail stuff out. Huh? Seriously. If like let's say I want to send a letter to a friend in New York. All I do is put my address on the main address here, and I put his address on the return address. And then I go drop in the mailbox, and they're going to return it to the sender because there's no postage on or whatever.
No. If we were a professional organization, we would have like the big thing on the screen now blocking whatever he said out. No, you don't do that.
I didn't say you do that. I just said you could do that.
No, you can't do that. Don't do that. Don't anybody.
You know what?
Do that.
Wait. I'm going to correct you on that because no, everybody did that. And I'm going to give you a prime example. I've got one sitting right there. If you grab that letter right there, that's Elvis Presley's letter that everybody did that because they wanted that thing stamped that said return to sender on it. Everybody did that same thing.
But that's what they told you when you got the Elvis stamp that you could do that.
Oh, then it's okay if you did that.
Yes, stop it now.
Anyway, well, you could do that.
So, Anyway, it's National Trombone Players Day.
Okay, if you like to play the trombone.
National Sourdough Bread Day.
Okay.
I don't like sourdough bread.
Yeah, sour.
And it's National 1 cent day, which makes absolutely no sense to me because they've gotten rid of the pennies. No more pennies.
I know, but yeah, you go to some places they round up, and other places they'll give you, but some places give you back the pennies.
Yeah, but the pennies are out of the way now.
I know, so keep your pennies because I can melt them down and pour them into molds.
Plenty of pennies. I got plenty of pennies stashed.
And make some molds.
Okay.
Okay.
Birthdays today. Yes.
Okay.
It was Debbie Reynolds' birthday today.
Was she an actor?
Yeah, Debbie Reynolds. Yeah.
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 Was she Bert's daughter?
No, she was Carrie Fisher's mom.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
Gordon Jump, Mr. Carlson from WKRP, was his birthday today. Allie McGraw, she's 87. She was in Love Story.
Postal jail, that's right.
Justice Samuel Alito is 76 years old today. And Rachel Maddow from MSNBC is 53.
Oh, at 6 o'clock, we got a presidential address to the nation. Wow. Return to sender works well if you stream the seal open, then reseal it back.
Stop. All you people, stop.
Well, you know what? I'm one of them that used to sand down pennies to dimes back in the days. Well, the statute of limitations ran out on that.
Who knows? Maybe it didn't.
Oh, it did, because that's back when I was 10 years old. We used to make phone calls for a dime and put them in there, or the candy bar machine. That statute of limitations are long ran. Okay.
People don't need to know that.
I'm going to write a book on how to manipulate.
Yeah. No, do not.
Okay. Of all them things, there's a whole bunch of, I could tell you a bunch of stuff like that. Okay, anyways.
Yeah. Did everybody see your rally cap?
Yeah, they did. I showed them all.
I'll show them again.
Rally caps. to protect your
drinks.
Your drinks.
So the bugaboos don't get into them.
Yeah, the bugaboos. Bugaboos. That's what I've been printing. Getting ready for the next gold show.
You probably did.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to be very careful.
That's right. Okay, what else is happening?
What else is happening? In 1976, Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs founded the Apple computer.
Okay.
In 1963, General Hospital premiered on ABC TV.
Oh, I used to watch that. Careful, Jack. The government doesn't like competition.
This is very true.
That's probably true. Hammer. It's hammer
Greetings
time.
from Southeast Alaska.
All
Hello.
right. That's where we want to go, to Alaska. North to Alaska. Going north. The rush is on. Way up north.
Boom, 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 boom. Did you see? Gary said they're getting ready for their spring dredge trip.
No, is Gary in there?
Gary's in there. I saw
When's
him.
your dredge trip, Gary? I was just telling Lisa the other day. I said, Lisa, they're probably going to be going dredging soon, and
Well, you're not going to be able to go.
and I think that'd be kind of cool to go dredging. And she said, but they'll probably do it when I'm not here.
Yeah, so you can't go.
So,
No statute of limitations on federal crimes. That's what I thought.
oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep.
It's not a federal crime to address something wrong. That's not a federal crime, is it?
But that's not addressing it wrong. You're doing it on deliberately. Stop. Drink your drink and stop talking.
Okay.
Ugh.
Okay.
And all you people, you encourage him.
I
which
was
is
just,
very bad.
you know what? All of it's a joke. It's April Fool's Day.
April Fool's,
so I'm
ha,
just
ha,
joking
ha.
on all of that stuff. It's all a joke.
He. Yes, it is. All a joke.
Steve Blevins, hello.
Hi, Steve.
That's right. It's all just joking, guys. April Fool's. I was just joking on it.
Just
Hey, I am
joking.
writing a book, though, another book on my prospecting adventures. So some of you may be in the book. Some of you may not like to be in the book. Some of you may hate me after the book
So
comes out.
nobody answered about the guest except for Roland, who said he liked me the best. Roland said he liked me the best. I'm the best guest.
Oh,
what
that's
he said.
nice.
That was nice. Thank you, Roland. So yeah, so do you like guests better or us better? Or a combo of the two?
Well, if you have the guest and the guest talks and we don't talk.
I like that.
Dutch oven cooking. See, there's a book I wrote on Dutch oven cooking. And there's a book that we wrote.
That's me.
Whispers. That's me.
Should be.
You know what I need to work on this summer? I'll tell you what I'm going to work on. You're going on vacation when? In a couple of weeks, huh?
Yeah.
You'll be gone. So I'm going to have a lot of time here. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, I think I'll work on the website, the web page. Our web pages is goldfeverradio.com and goldfeveradventures.com. And I can put a lot of this type of stuff on there. You could get Ricky from Roaring Camp.
Yeah.
I've talked to Ricky and I've put a message into him. And I was waiting for him to call me back, and I have not heard back from him yet.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to him.
Yes. That's Mark Mirabella, Scuba Man.
Scuba Man.
Yeah.
You just don't want to be in time out YouTube. No, I don't want that no more. No.
No, that was not good. That wasn't fun.
Maybe we should try to get a thing to Roaring Camp, and everybody would go to Roaring Camp, huh?
Well, we had talked about that.
I know, but we got to get a hold of him. I was going to say April Fool's as well.
Yep.
That's
what
right.
it was.
Everything's just joking. It's because
Yeah.
it's April Fool's.
Yeah.
I didn't really do none of that stuff.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
What's the difference between Gold Monster 1000 and Gold Monster 2000? You know, that's a very good question. I'll tell you what the difference is. I got $1,000. No, yeah, that's true too. You're so quick. I got a Gold Monster 2000 sitting in there. Gold Monster 2000 is 2,000 times better than the 1000. The Gold Monster 2000 has 3 chances of telling if it's gold. You got your ferrous and non-ferrous. You got a VDI numbering system on there, and you got a tone thingy on there. So It's 1,000 times better than the 1,000, without a doubt. Without a doubt. It helps you with hot rocks and stuff like that the 1,000 would be absolutely insane for. So the 2,000 is 1,000 times better. Is it worth $2,000? That's the question. Is it worth $2,000? If you have $2,000 to spend on a machine, the 2,000 is only a VLF. I would spend the $2,000 because I think Garrett has some awesome deals on the Axiom, and the Axiom is a PI machine, and I would get a PI any day over VLF. So that's your choices. I think the 2,000 is just overpriced, is all. They don't even give you headphones. They give you little earbuds you got to put in your ear. So that was, I don't know. Anyways, we won't get into that because I am a Mind Lab dealer. If you want a 2,000, I'll sell you one. I'll give you a good deal on one. I'll even give you a good deal on the Axiom. We sell all the detectors. That's how we started going there. I won a free week and have been back for the last 3 years. All right, we'll plan a trip. We'll have to get with him and plan a trip there. And plan that. Today we can make things up we actually never done. That is true. Man, I could tell all types of stories then, huh?
You could.
But I shouldn't though, huh?
I don't think so.
But they're all made up.
Well, you know what? I would tell you that's okay because you probably told those very same stories to other people when they weren't made up, so you probably
Okay.
shouldn't.
All right, I won't tell
Good.
anybody.
Okay.
Because a lot of my story statute of limitations hasn't ran out yet.
Probably not.
Yeah. But I am writing a book about prospecting, my prospecting adventures. That is a true book. And it's about kind of how I got started, when I got started, and a lot of the kind of funny stories in the book.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm working on that right now, not as we speak. Oh, there's somebody new. Abu.
He's the one who asked you the question.
Oh, I did.
Okari.
Oh, okay. I didn't get that.
Yeah.
So anyways, those are my pin. I do have the 2,000 and I do use it, but I also have the 6,000, the GPX 6,000, and that's my go-to machine. Even that one's got problems too. That one's got, every time you bump a rock or go over a leaf, it'll go off on you. So it is very EMI sensitive, but that is my go-to machine. They're easy to turn. You know, that's one thing about the Gold Monsters. Basically, turn on and go. You know, you get into your Gold Bug 2, which actually is probably a better machine than the 1,000, but there's more knobs on that, and so there's more of a learning curve to some of the machines. Still, the same way with the Axiom, it's got a lot of functions and knobs on there to play with. So I mean, I got that Algo Force too. I'll sell that Algo Force if anybody wants to buy an Algo Force. That's an excellent machine. That could almost be better than the 6,000, and it's a lot cheaper too. But there's a lot more to do. So when you get out to the field, you know, you got to turn it on, go through the settings. So it may take you 15 minutes to set the thing up. Well, I've lost 15 minutes and I can turn on and just start swinging immediately. So that's why I use my machines that I do and go-to machines, just because I can turn on, take off, and go. I don't have to sit there and play with them. So say, I'm well now.
Yeah, all better.
I was, they took me in and had me lightened up. He got his load lightened up. I'll trade you the 151. I don't want a 151. Plus that Algo Force is $2,500.
Yeah.
I bought that extra coil with that too. That big whatever that's called, Advantage. I think it's called the Advantage coil with that. I'll trade you some stuff for it though if you want to trade. We'll trade the 190. We'll trade the 151. We could probably trade some stuff for that. Yeah, but I know what you was selling that for and what you've done to that machine, just as you know what I've done to my machine. So, so if I had $1,000, what would you recommend? If you had $1,000 to spend on a metal detector, It depends really what it is you want to do with it. Put it that way. If you want to just hunt for gold only, then you'll probably want to get the Gold Monster 1000, and you could get it with two corals on there, because some people just want to use that little 5-inch coral. I'd rather have that 10-inch one, or the bigger coral. So I would do that. If you want to maybe use it for maybe also to hunt some treasures or on the beach or in parks or anything else, then maybe I would look at the Equinox 900 or the Manticore, for both around that same price is what I'd probably look for. So it just really depends on what it is you want it to do for that. I know Wind Rider, he likes that Goldmaster 24K. He likes that. I mean, that's a decent machine. It is. It's an okay machine. Same, I think the 24K runs at, I think that's running at 47 kilohertz, if I remembered right.
Is there a better company than MindLab?
Uh, MindLab is in the market. MindLab has controlled the market. They have dominated the market, I should say, where they put out the machines constantly. They're a huge company. Uh, for gold mostly, then you're probably going to have to look into, you can get a Fisher Gold Bug, the Gold Bug 2 for, I don't know, around $800, maybe something like that, which is an okay machine. The whites, or it's not whites anymore, it's a Garrett 24K. That's probably the same price for around that is $800. They've all got. I mean, every one of them, people that I know that's had them, has all come to me, and I've had to set their machines up, because there's more of a learning curve to it. Where that with the Gold Monster, you just turn it on basically and go. So out of all of those, the Gold Monster, the Gold Monster 1000. I will tell you, people might disagree, but the Gold Monster 1000, it will be more sensitive to that finer pieces of gold than them other machines. I don't know how they've done that, but it is so sensitive you can't even rub your hands over it, because it will actually pick up the salts in your hands on that Gold Monster 1000. I mean, it is a very sensitive machine, and it will pick up the smallest pieces of gold. But that's running at 45 kilohertz, and the Gold Bug 2 runs at 71. So that's way up there in the kilohertz, which means that higher numbers is excellent for shallow stuff and smaller stuff. So if you're going by those numbers, then that Gold Bug 2 would be a kick-ass machine. But not all gold is tiny and on the surface, so you want to kind of get more down to that 45 kilohertz range. Let's see, Jack. The dealers are the ones showing all those nuggets, especially the ones in Idaho. Well, that's what's going to happen, and that's the sad thing. The dealer's going to show you the nuggets and then show you the machines, whether they found them or not, because they want to sell you the machine. And I mean, I understand why they're doing that for, but I think it's wrong. I mean, how many times have you guys seen me go out metal detect and not find anything? I was just out last week, didn't find nothing. The week before, I don't find it every week. It's hard to find gold. And these people that go out and find it constantly like that, and then show you, oh, and by the way, here's a detector, and if you want to buy one, I just disagree with that. But that's them. I try to be honest, and I try to, I know people want to see gold, and I understand that, but that's not real. Remember when we had the store? When we had the mining store in Wickenburg, people would come in and want to rent a metal detector, or would come in and want to buy a metal detector to go out and find some gold, because they watch Tom Massey on the Gold Fever show, where he's always finding gold. And so they want to go out and find gold too. And I would tell them, you guys ain't going to find any gold. I mean, realistically, I'll sell you a machine or rent you the machine, but you won't find any gold. I mean, it is tough to find gold. It really is. You could spend all day long, weeks at a time, and not find a piece of gold. You may dig 400 pieces of trash before you find a piece of gold. But that's just realistically. The Then they salt the patch for training those that buy them. Yeah, and that's probably very true too. Silver by the cups full found on beaches and parks. See, that's what I say too. So, if you get a machine that kind of does both, because me personally, I almost like to look for treasures. I'd rather go out on a beach and look for rings and stuff like that, or go to parks. You'll find more stuff like that than you will hunting for gold nuggets. So if you have a machine that will do kind of both, that's pretty good. And I used to have a friend, when we went to Alaska. He actually, this guy Chris, he used the Equinox 800, and I was using the Gold Monster 1000. He found almost just as much gold as I did with that Equinox, and he was finding the smallest stuff. But he had that thing tuned down, and he knew exactly how to, what he was listening for. Like any machine, the main thing is know your machine. If you use your machine, listen to your machine, know your machine. I mean, when I use the 6000, I can almost tell if it's going to be a piece of gold, if it's going to be a 22 shell or casing or whatever before I dig it, because of the tones. And I've come to know that machine. So it's like any machine, you have to know the machine. But so again, if I was looking for a machine, I would go for one that was more. Some people like the Deus. The Deus 2 is a kick-ass machine also. And I know people that swear by that Deus and finding gold. And the Deus has that's a really sensitive machine. Got a lot of functions on it. So Deus is really a good machine too for both. Are there any places in Golden Valley or Kingman to prospect for gold? There is, all around Golden Valley, north or south of 40, the freeway up around there, 66, Andy Devine. There's gold all over in that area, all the way down 93. There's gold all over there. There's a couple prospecting clubs you can join that have claims out in the area. But the main thing is, if you're on, there's a lot of BLM ground, but you got to know if it's claimed up or not. Diamonds can be found by a dry cleaners as well as dumpsters.
Oh, we should hang up by the dry cleaners.
Yeah.
Like diamonds.
Diamonds. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. We've had quite a talk on detectors.
Yeah. People like detectors. Detectors and dry washers. I didn't even get to my other question.
Oh, what was your other question?
My other question was about the why people do the dry panning. What
Dry panning?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about just panning dry with no water.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a preferred method because gold separates better in water than it does with air. But the old timers, what they would do, a good dry pan would be like the Garrett whatever they call that pan that's got the very aggressive riffles, the very deep riffles. That's a good dry pan. So the old timers, they would get into a wash, and because they had lack of water. Man, the dogs are running crazy. And they would dry pan as they worked their way up the wash to try to see where the gold was coming from. So dry panning is similar to dry washing, I guess, in a way. Or the dry washers came from a technique called winnowing. Remember that? Yeah. I think it was the Indians that used to put their corn on, or the crap, whatever it was, on a blanket and shake it, and the wind would blow the light stuff. And then the Spaniards saw that and thought, oh, we could do that for gold. So they started putting the dirt on there and throwing it up, and the wind would blow the stuff away. And I think that's where dry washers eventually came from. But so dry panning is kind of the same thing. You got to shake, and then get rid of the material, shake, get rid of the top or burn, shake, keep going down. Then once you start getting down to the bottom, then you kind of got to turn it around and start blowing on it and all that. So it's a process to do that. But you can dry pan, but it's not really the most efficient way to get gold. But you can do that. If you're just testing in a wash, if all you got is a gold pan and no water or anything, you can test just to see if there is any colors in that pan when you're done. Good night, Billy. See, if you want gold all the time, dry wash. Dry wash is the easiest way to get gold, especially in the desert because of lack of water. The only downside thing about dry wash, it's got to be fairly dry. but you can shovel more dirt through a dry washer than you can through a high banker or through a dredge or any other piece of prospecting equipment. So dry washers, you can pretty well just shovel it in. Dry pan and test with the Falcon MD20 detector. The Falcon is an excellent detector. It's like a pinpointer, but only a lot more powerful than a pinpointer. The MD20. We got one of them here too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Everybody know anything? Anybody else got any questions? A lot of good questions.
The Garrick Super Sluice, that was the pen you were speaking of.
Oh, that is the pen I was talking about. Yes, the Garrett Super
Pen you were
Sluice.
speaking of.
To me, I don't like that for wet panning, and I know people do use that for wet panning. But the reason I don't like that for wet panning is because those riffles are so aggressive. And if you've got larger pieces of rocks in your gold pan, and you're panning, you got to get rid of those larger pieces of rocks. And if those riffles tend to lock back the larger pieces of rocks, then the amount of force it's going to take to get rid of the larger material, the smaller stuff's going to follow it on out. And that's why I just think those riffles are too aggressive for regular panning. For dry panning, it's an excellent pan, but not for wet pan. Okay, but everything is just my opinion. Don't mean anything. That's just my opinions and things that I've found over the years and all. But that don't is right or wrong.
No.
It's just my opinion, my thoughts, or what I have found works for me. The X pan is awesome for wet panning. The X pan is a good pan. That's the XP pan. We sold all of them, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
The XP pan is a decent pan. I think my favorite gold pan is I like the Keen that has the I forget the name of it, but it's got a drop bottom. And I like the blue pan. It's a Klondike pan. You don't find them all the time, but to me, that Pro pan has one too many riffles. The GPAA pan has one too less of a riffle. And so the Klondike is right in the middle of the perfect pan, I think. So between those two is what I like. I like that drop bottom that like the Keen has in those pans. Who likes ham and cheese sandwiches more than me? We have ham and cheese sandwiches once in a while.
Every once in a while.
Anyways, that's all I really got to talk about. You got anything you want to talk about?
I do not.
I wish this mouse wouldn't screw up like it's doing.
Maybe it needs something.
I put new batteries in it.
In Phoenix, April 15th through the 25th. I'll narrow it down when we get there.
All right, cool.
All right. Well, the 20th you won't be here.
On what, 20th of April?
April 20th you won't be here.
Is that when we're going to?
Yes.
To drop you off at the airport?
Well, you were going to drop me off on the 21st, but on the 20th,
okay.
Yeah. So you'll be home on the 21st.
Okay, so just that day, Jay,
Just
I won't be here because I got to take her to the Vegas airport, and then I'll just spend the night there, coming back or not coming back. So just that day there, I won't be here. Okay. Dry washer, hammer drill, or a must-have. I have a
wedding on 420. Okay. 420. That's the marijuana day. It is.
Oh,
It is.
You know, I never knew that until somebody told me that one time. Long time ago, somebody asked if I was 420 friendly, and I had to Google it because I didn't know what they were talking about.
Well, that's because you're a clean liver. And now you have a clean liver.
I tell stories about Jay all the time about that. But I ain't going to tell them stories.
No, don't. Leave Jay alone.
No, but Jay's a cool dude. But yeah, I have some stories to tell about Jay though. Anyways, cool. All right, guys. Anything else going on? You got anything else you want to yak about?
I don't think so. We talked about Alaska. We talked about. You didn't say anything
our
about
grand tour.
How the outing went.
Oh, okay. Look at people in here. Who are they? That's on
Larry,
Facebook.
Dabu, he was here. And Andrew O'Neill, you know Andrew.
Andrew. Oh, okay.
Gary.
So who's that? Celeste
Davis. Don't know who that is.
That's she's on Facebook. Okay. Wesley, Gary Jocham, AU Metal Mentals, Richard, and it says 4 others. And these are people in the other one. So that's on Facebook. Okay. Okay. Ow. Oh, my neck hurts.
Okay, what day are you going to Vegas? Nicole's birthday is the 18th. Maybe we can tag along and party with Lisa. We are going on the 20th, and I leave on the 21st.
So I'm coming home the 21st.
Correct.
So I'll be home the 20th. So we're leaving the 20th.
We're leaving the 20th.
So
yes.
we're going to Vegas on the 20th,
Yes.
and I'll be back on the
Our
21st.
reservations are the 20th. the
Okay,
night of the
gotcha.
20th.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. That's because you like to play bingo.
If I'm going to be in Vegas, I got to stop and say hello to the mothership.
Okay. All righty. Is that a weekend?
It's a Monday.
Monday, so you can't take the day off. Okay. Going to pay attention to. All righty. So we're going to take off now. So that's what we're going to do. Let me find us an ending song. People can go
Okay.
watch their TV. Anyways, guys, I want to thank you guys. Hang with us another week. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'll take care. Have yourself a fantastic week. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, all of the above. Like, share. Make sure you subscribe. Sure, appreciate all you guys. So until our paths cross again, hope to see each and every one of you guys out in the gold fields. Good night, everybody.
Jack's got a shovel and a dream in his hands, staking claims neath the hot desert sand, chasing the glimmer of gold in the sun. Every hill climbed, it's a battle, but he's won. With friends beside him, he's never alone. Through valleys and mountains, they've made it their home. Treasure comes in the memories we make, in the laughter and stories our friendships create. Gold might be pretty, but it's nothing compared to the joy in the journey, the love that we share. They ride the ATV through the wide open plains, laughing and shouting, forgetting the pains. The wind on their faces, a taste of pure freedom. In the heart of Arizona, they know they'll beat them. Life's a wild ride, they shout out so bold. Jack says you never slow down, you never grow old. Treasure comes in the memories we make, in the laughter and stories our friendships create. Gold might be pretty, but it's nothing compared to the joy in the journey, the love that we share. Lots of hills round, they shout out so bold. Jack says you never slow down, you never grow old. Treasure comes in the memories we make, in the laughter and stories our friendships create. Gold might be pretty, but it's nothing compared to the joy in the journey, the love that we share. So here's to the gold in the lives that we hold. Jack's got his friends, and that's worth more than gold.